Terence to the rescue. Percy the Small Engine loves playing tricks and jokes. One morning he stopped to speak to Henry, who was preparing to go and take the flying kipper. "The Fat Controller said you can stay in the shed today, Henry," Percy told him. "He says you've been working so hard recently you deserve a rest. He wants me to pull the flying kipper instead." Henry just laughed. "I don't have time for your silly tricks, Percy. You're not strong enough to pull the flying kipper. Now go and do something useful instead of making jokes." Percy chuckled. "Don't blame me when you get into trouble with the Fat Controller." And he scurried away. He wanted Henry to think he was really going to fetch the flying kipper. "I think he was joking," thought Henry, "but I can't be sure." Percy laughed as he rushed through the yard and onto the main line. "I wonder if Henry will come and look," he chortled to himself. He was enjoying his jokes so much that he forgot to be careful. Percy was so preoccupied with teasing Henry that he kept going faster and faster until he was going so fast that he couldn't stop himself. A signalman watched as Percy drew closer to the signal box. Percy, still running much too quickly, ran onto a siding that was part of Thomas's branch line. "Help!" he wailed. "I can't stop!" Thomas heard Percy's whistle in the distance. "Cinders and ashes! He could crash!" But poor Percy couldn't stop. He just kept on going, whistling fit to burst. "I have to help him," Thomas thought, and he hurried to find Terence the tractor. Terence was ploughing a field when Thomas came along and told him about Percy. "Percy's out of control, Terence. He can't stop. Can you help him?" "I know just what to do." And Terence pushed a big mound of earth from the side of the grass onto the track Percy was running on. Terence finished just in time. Percy could see the big pile ahead of him and whistled in horror. "Oh no! I'm going to... Oof!" He hit the soil and stopped completely. It was a bit of a surprise, but the soil was so soft that he was glad not to be hurt. When the workmen dug him out, he puffed back to the yard, covered in soil and bits of grass, and feeling very silly indeed. The Fat Controller and Henry were waiting for him. "I'm sorry, sir," he wished meekly. "Sorry, Henry." "I hope you've learned your lesson, Percy," said the Fat Controller. Percy had. But it didn't stop him playing tricks on the other engines, did it?